All right. Teammates sound off on Isaiah Horton. There was a variety of reporters who spoke to former teammates of Isaiah Horton. Who is Isaiah Horton? If you don't know, and like you're like, how can you not know about Isaiah Horton? A lot of people don't follow the transfers. A lot of people still have a gut punch from Alabama losing to Michigan. So Isaiah Horton was one of the transfer portal additions from Miami. 6'4" wide receiver who was very productive last year for the Hurricanes with Cam Ward. As you know, Cam Ward probably be the first or second quarterback taken in the upcoming NFL draft. Last season, Horton had a really good year for Miami. 56 receptions, 616 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Ryan Williams had 8 touchdowns last year for Alabama. Jeremy Bernard had 2 touchdowns. So you see that's the type of production that Isaiah Horton is bringing. There was a variety of reporters that spoke to former teammates of Isaiah Horton, and Xavier Restrepo says basically one-on-one situation, this guy is a nightmare. Love that quote. Elijah Arroyo says they're absolutely getting a dog, and then Jalen Rivers says a long body and tall. So you add all those elements to Alabama's already loaded wide receiver room. This is something to really get excited about. If we come in and you have a really good quarterback and he's performing at a very high level and you somehow fix this right tackle position, which they have to, Alabama's not going to go into the season with, questions at right tackle. They can't. They know what's on the line. Either they really are seeing some early progression from Wilkin Formby, or they're going to surprise us all and be like, guess what? Michael Carroll's starting at right tackle. So we got a 5-star starting at right tackle. He can play over the field. I don't know. But when you look to Jeremy Bernard, when you look to Ryan Williams and that combo that is coming back, probably one of the top combos in college football at the wide receiver position, you add in Isaiah Horton, those are going to be your starters. We don't have to play around and kind of, put different guys on the field. Those are going to be your starters. Horton did not come in to be a reserve here at the University of Alabama. He came in to be wide receiver number 1. He did. That is the level of play. Now, is he going to be wide receiver number 1? No, because you have Ryan Williams, but he came in to be the number 1 wide receiver here. He didn't come in to catch 20 passes. He came in to catch 70 to 90 passes, okay? No guy's going to leave for 56 passes to come and catch less. Isaiah Horton is a guy that Alabama wanted to come in, and that wide receiver, pick your matchup. Guard Jeremy Bernard, guard Isaiah Horton, or guard Ryan Williams. And whoever is the 4th wide receiver that can step up, I would imagine it's going to be Rico Scott. I would imagine it could be Jalen Hell, Cole Adams. All those guys are higher than Jalen Mbakwe. Jalen Mbakwe is there. Don't forget about Rico Scott. Don't forget about Latsier Brooks, and don't forget about Derek Meadows. Can you go 8 wide receiver set? No. Can you go 5? Sure. Will Alabama? I don't know. Because you also have these running backs to take care of. So that's where we stand at the wide receiver position. I mean, I'm absolutely over the moon about the wide receivers. I feel that right now, this is their strongest positional unit, I think. Feel good about the corners. Linebackers, very experienced when you have a healthy Deontay Lawson. But I think from a receiver perspective, and we've talked about the wide receivers before, I've showed you the graphic detail. These guys are elite. Can they bring back that wide receiver mentality? Yeah. And what about, I see Brock inside the comment box talking about the running back from Washington, Draylon Washington. Or what about the running back? Draylon Washington you're asking about. Yeah, it's good for, I would imagine that he came here too to be the guy, but you have Jam Miller and you have Richard Young. So let me ask you this, honestly, and you have to be honest with yourself when you ask it. Do you think Draylon Washington rushes for 600 yards this year? Do you think that Jam Miller does? If I'm a running back, I'll be honest, you're not going to run for 1,000 yards. There's not going to be a 1,000-yard running back at Alabama. There's not. I wish there would be. I wish that Kalen DeBoer would just be like, this is the guy we're going to feed the damn ball every single time, but he's not like that. Right? It's going to be a kumbaya backfield, right? What does that mean? You're going to get the ball. You're going to get the ball. You're going to get the ball. I wish Jam Miller would get the ball. If Jam Miller was the absolutely guy, they should make him the guy, but I think it'll be a running back room by committee to keep those guys happy. And I don't think there'll be a 1,000-yard running back, but I think that the new quarterback will be able to distribute the ball to a lot of different wide receivers. So, I guess we'll have to see on that. I asked you guys to post questions inside the comment box. T, we have some graphics that I prepared this morning. This is how it'll work. I'll read the graphic and then I'll give you my take on this. So the first one is, why is everyone so in love with Ryan Williams? He struggles with physicality, his route tree, and mainly reliable catching ability. Definitely a very good player, but nowhere close to some of the past Bama wide receivers. Tyler, what's up, man? I appreciate the comment box. Look, I'll tell you 1,000,000% why people love Ryan Williams. It was what he did against Georgia and the greatness that he did early in his career here at the University of Alabama. The first catch that the guy caught was a touchdown, okay? The guy screams greatness all over. His potential and his skill level is phenomenal. I mean, this guy has it. Some people in life have it. Ryan Williams does. I would soak up every single ounce of information and watching him on the field as you can, because things go fast and pretty soon Ryan Williams won't be here, not because of the transfer portal, but because of the NFL draft. Ryan Williams has it. Look, did he have some drops at the back end of the season? Yeah, he did, for sure. But I am not worried at all about anything that Ryan Williams has going on. This guy has it. This play that he did against Georgia, this was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen in my life watching football. Think about all the games that you've seen throughout your life playing the game. Have you ever seen a play like this? You know, it was interesting. Like Saquon Barkley kind of had a play almost similar to this when he ran to the outside and kind of spun around. But the innate ability that this guy has and what he's able to do as a freshman. What's amazing is, as much as talented as he is, Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State is a better wide receiver right now than Ryan Williams. And that's just crazy to think about, that there's two talented wide receivers like that are just freshmen. So, look, Ryan Williams, getting back to the question, why is everyone so in love with him? There's what's not to love about him. He's got the personality. He's a team guy through and through. He's already working on his leadership abilities. I think he runs fine routes to me, honestly. Oh, and you know what? Another thing that people don't talk about with Ryan Williams, this guy's tough. How many times did you get? I probably saw him maybe 3 times get absolutely crushed, right? Went up for a ball. I think it was against South Carolina. I think there was another time against Tennessee and somewhere else where literally the dude, I don't know if he's 190 pounds. I don't think so. And the guy was crushed. He popped right back up. The toughness, he has a lot of this guy has toughness. And I think his catching ability is 99 out of 100, if not 100.
He's 174.
Yeah, he's 100. And like Coach Saban said, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. I mean, look at Devontae Smith. I don't know. I mean, Devontae Smith, that's another, guy made out of iron. And Ryan Williams seems to be cut from that same class. So there's a lot to love about Ryan Williams. I'd be truthful if there was any downside to what he has. But this guy, I mean, I don't know. Tyler is, I would imagine you're an Alabama fan since you asked the question on the channel, but maybe not. I'm not sure, but I appreciate the question either way. This guy has it. And you know what's crazy is if he can get fed enough and Alabama can be creative enough to get him the football and different opportunities, compounded on the fact that if they continue to allow him to be a punt returner, he might be, and he could be, one of the better wide receivers that Alabama has had, period, which is crazy to think about, but he has it. And he's had it since he was at Saraland. And magnetic personality, absolute ball on the field. That's why people look. I'm curious to see what he does in year 2. People love this guy, and rightfully so. So that's why people like Ryan Williams. Coach Kellen DeBoer recently said this on Ryan Williams too. I know he has much higher goals than his freshman season. Really excited about him as a leader. Spoke about that yesterday. We're going to help refine him. And when you have somebody like Jamarcus Shepard working with him, and I'm sure past guys that are from, the rideouts are also talking to Ryan Williams, but a lot of this is just natural, honestly. Like, I remember his grandpa sent me some clips of Ryan Williams when he was playing football. When he was 7 years old, the dude was returning punts. Like, some guys have it, he has it.